Yo, what is up guys? It's me Exactly, back bringing some more daily NBA news. Thank you for coming back once again. As always, you guys already know that you are the real MVPs for coming back each and every single day. Seriously, can't thank you enough. And if you're new here, if this is your first time stopping by the channel, then welcome. You are also greatly appreciated, but make sure that you smack that sub button and hit the bell as well so you can stay up to date with everything that goes on in the NBA on a daily basis. But now, let's just take a look at everything that is going on in the NBA, but first, a quick word about this video sponsor, athleticcases.com. Basketball, baseball, football, or soccer, no matter what the sport, you guys can now rock your favorite player on the back of your phone. Use the promo code ZACHLEE for 10% off your order. Links are in the description box below. First up in the news, the first trade of the summer has officially already gone down, as we got reports saying that the Charlotte Hornets have agreed to trade Dwight Howard to the Brooklyn Nets this morning. And this deal came absolutely out of nowhere, as Adrian Wojnarowski tweeted out this: Charlotte is finalizing a deal to send Dwight Howard to the Brooklyn Nets for Timofey Mozgov, league sources tell ESPN. Nets will save $17 million on the deal in the 2019-2020 season, allowing them to create 2 max salary slots. So right there, it sounds like the Brooklyn Nets absolutely fleeced the Charlotte Hornets. This move was an all-around win for the Nets. Howard is a clear upgrade over Timofey Mozgov, and they're gonna be saving $17 million in the future as well. I mean, how could this deal possibly go wrong for the Nets? As for the Hornets though, well, Woj also tweeted out this: deal includes Nets sending 2 future first-round second picks and cash to Charlotte for Howard, who has $23.8 million on an expiring contract. So essentially, the Nets were able to just dump the terrible contract of Timofey Mozgov, who was owed $33 million over the next 2 seasons. And as for the Hornets, I guess they did this trade to save $7 million in salary this year, as well as pick up 2 future draft picks. I mean, that's literally all they're doing, but then they're saving $7 million this year but paying an extra $17 million next year, so it's like, okay. Essentially, they just paid $17 million for 2 future second round draft picks, if you really think about it. So I don't know how this was a great move for them at all. And lowest of low keys, I think their new GM, Mitch Kupchak, he might just have a thing for Timofey Mozgov. Because if you remember, Mitch Kupchak was the GM of the Lakers, and one of the last moves that he made before he was let go by the Lakers was giving Timofey Mozgov that terrible contract from the opening seconds of free agency back in 2016. And now his first move with the Hornets is to bring back Timofey Mozgov. So make of that what you will. But this move for the Hornets does symbolize that they are going to be rebuilding. This is a move that you do not make unless you are clearly rebuilding, meaning that you can expect the Hornets to try and move every player on that roster outside of the rookies they drafted last year, like Dwayne Bacon and Malik Monk. So expect Kemba Walker to be traded at some point this summer, maybe even tomorrow during the NBA draft. And to follow up that story, I just said expect Kemba Walker to be traded sometime this summer, maybe even tomorrow. And you guys know that every time Kemba Walker trade talks come up, one of the prime destinations for him is the Cleveland Cavaliers. There's always rumors linking Kemba Walker to the Cleveland Cavaliers. Well, that isn't stopping at all, as yesterday we got reports saying that the Cavs might have trade interest in Kemba Walker, as according to a Cavs reporter, the Cavaliers have inquired to the Charlotte Hornets about the availability of Kemba Walker recently. Now, over the past couple of days, we have got numerous reports saying that the Cavaliers are willing to trade their number 8 pick in the NBA draft for an established veteran player, aka someone like Kemba Walker. Now, there would have to be some type of contract matching going on. Maybe a third team would need to get involved to help facilitate this deal, because it would get pretty intricate contract wise, since the Cavs can't just afford to absorb the contract of Kemba Walker for the 8th pick straight up. But that being said, the possibility of a trade is definitely there. Next up in the news, we have gotten even more reports about Kawhi Leonard coming coming out. I mean, tons of reports actually. And it all started with this one, saying that Greg Popovich and Kawhi Leonard finally met face to face in San Diego yesterday. Quote, a person with knowledge of the situation confirmed that Spurs star met with coach Greg Popovich in San Diego on Tuesday, where the two were expected to discuss their rocky relationship and the fading prospect of a future together. According to the person, a meeting around this time between Popovich and Leonard had been planned for weeks and was not a response to Leonard's desire for a trade becoming public recently. And this is true, we did get reports several weeks back saying that the Spurs and Kawhi Leonard were going to have a meeting right before the NBA draft, so this was that meeting that they had scheduled. So this was that. However, not too long after this meeting went down, we got a couple more reports coming out regarding Kawhi Leonard. The first one saying that he is still upset with Tony Parker for the comments that Tony Parker made about Kawhi Leonard back during the regular season. Back when Tony Parker said this, I've been through it. It was a rehab for me for 8 months. Same kind of injury, but mine was 100 times worse, but the same kind of injury. You just have to stay positive. So I guess Kawhi is still mad that Tony Parker essentially said that Kawhi Leonard needs to suck it up, that his injury is nothing compared to the one that Tony Parker suffered, so he doesn't know why Kawhi Leonard is still out when Tony Parker recovered faster and Kawhi Leonard did from an injury that was way worse than Kawhi Leonard's injury. So there was that, but we also got reports saying that Kawhi Leonard is telling other teams that want to trade for him that no matter what, he plans to sign with the Lakers during the summer of 2019, essentially trying to scare off any other teams from trading for him. This is just becoming one big, huge mess, Kawhi Leonard. I know for whatever reason you don't like talking to the media or letting people know what is going on, but if you would just come clean and confirm whether or not any other reports out there about you are true, then this would be a heck of a lot easier. If you really want to go to LA, just come out and say that you want to go to LA. It's as simple as that. For our next story of the day, Mo Bamba is taking his NBA career and where he wants to or doesn't want to play into his own hands from the very beginning, as reports came out yesterday claiming that Mo Bamba has refused to work out for the Grizzlies and has told them that he does not want them to draft him. According to ESPN's Jonathan Givony, Bamba has refused to come out and work for Memphis, refused to share his medicals, and has told them openly that he would prefer not to be in Memphis. Hey, you know what? I can't even be mad at that. If I was Bamba, I wouldn't want to play in Memphis either. And maybe this is why Memphis is trying so hard to trade its draft pick, or at least trade down in the NBA draft, because none of the top prospects want to play for Memphis. And for our final story of the day, I'm just sitting here trying to figure out what exactly a mix of these players would look like, as Michael Porter Jr. just gave himself the ultimate praise yesterday by essentially saying that he is the ultimate NBA player, as yesterday he claimed to be a mix of Kevin Durant, Tracy McGrady, and Giannis Antetokounmpo. Right now, I would say I'm a mix of Giannis and KD. I like going to the hole a lot more than KD does. I like bumping into people, and I'm a little more physical than KD, but I like to shoot the ball more than Giannis. So that's what I compare myself to. And also Trace McGrady, I get compared to him a lot, and I like that one a lot too. Those are three amazing players. It doesn't feel bad to be in the same conversation as them. First off, let me just say that I like the confidence, Michael Porter Jr. I really like the confidence that you have in yourself a lot. But a couple of things. There is a major difference to being compared to a player as a reference point when you're a rookie coming into the league and actually being in the same conversation as those players. You are not in the same conversation as Kevin Durant, Giannis Antetokounmpo, or Tracy McGrady yet. You're not even close. And secondly, I feel this needs to be said. When people compare Michael Porter Jr. to Tracy McGrady, I wonder if it's because of the back. I wonder if that's why, because we all know what doomed Tracy McGrady in the end was his back problems. Michael Porter Jr. has back problems. I think that's why the comparison is there. Anyways, now it's time for the question of the day. What do you guys think about this whole Dwight Howard trade? I know personally, I didn't see this coming at all. Let me know down in the comment section below, but that is gonna do it for today's video. Hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, be sure to smack that like button and subscribe to the channel so you don't miss out on more daily NBA news. Thank you once again for watching. I'll see all of you right back here in a while, but until then, keep getting the buckets to Majesty, and I'm out of here. Peace!